Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Superman Lois Season 4. We're going to be breaking down the very first shots from Season 4 that have been released by the CW. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am that we've got our very first look at Season 4 of Superman Lois. It is a small promo that has been released by the CW, and we've got some shots in that promo of Season 4. We've also got one line of dialogue, and it gives us a little bit of an insight, and there is definitely something to break down amongst the footage. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and watch the trailer for yourself. It's an overall trailer for the rest of the CW, including Superman Lois, for its full programming. And so traditionally this would be, you know, a big kind of minute long trailer, and you remember back like maybe in August when all the other Arrowverse shows would be airing in October, that would be our first glimpse into the new season. Well, that's basically what this is. And the reason that I'm so excited is it's been such a long time since we've got anything from the CW to do with Superman Lois. Like, Superman Lois ended season 3 like nearly a year ago from now. It's kind of crazy. I don't know the exact date that it ended, but it's been a long time, and finally we're getting some promotion for the new season. Now, of course, the new season is coming out in the fall. It's going to be airing on Thursdays at 8 PM in America, but this is very important because this means this is the start of the promotional trail for Superman Lois Season 4, and despite not having an official release date, like a specific date in October, we know it's coming soon. And so this is our first teaser, and you can expect after this a new teaser, but like Superman Lois specific, so like a promo, and then also at a later point you would get like a big minute long trailer, and you'll get photos and things like that. So that's to look forward to for now, so that's why I am partially super excited. But let's go ahead and break this trailer down. Let's talk about the shots that we've got. So the first shot is this. It's on the screen right now. This is Lex Luthor. It's our first glimpse at him in season 4, and we know Lex is going to be a big thing this season. Michael Cudlitz is a series regular on the final season, so that means he's pretty much going to be showing up in all 10 episodes. I presume he will eventually be put away in prison and defeated by Superman and Lois, probably in the finale, so I'm guessing he's in all 10 episodes, considering he was up to a series regular from a guest star last season. And if we break it down, so Lex is in some sort of maybe house or a warehouse. Anyway, it's basically like blocked off from the sunlight and everything, so something secretive is happening here. That's what we can infer, and the sunlight is pretty much blinding, and Lex is ripping it open. You get another shot where you see it from the other perspective. It's a bit rainy and damp outside, so I don't know if they're in Smallville or if they're in Metropolis or somewhere in the middle of nowhere that's further away. But if we analyze what else there is, I mean, it's like wooden kind of windows, and then I guess it's just paper that he's ripped off. But in the background, it's kind of like moonlight, I guess, with the blue. That's what they're trying to suggest to us. And we get our first look at obviously his face, and he's looking pretty much the same, very gruff. And he's got that amazing beard that Michael sported last season, and we know he's going to be going after Lois this season, as they ended the season just like that. That was the reason that he created Doomsday, was to stop Superman and stop Superman from protecting Lois and Lois's family, of course. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. Now, what could he be doing in this warehouse or wherever he is? Well, obviously, he did experiments last season to create Bizarro. I've speculated that this season we could see Superman fighting Lex Luthor actually like one-on-one, and he could be building a Lexo suit, or he could simply just be in hiding. I don't know if this is in episode 1 or if this shot is from episode 2, but clearly he needs his privacy. He's creating something, he's building something, and he's plotting something. That's what I'm getting at, guys. So yeah, let's move on to the next shot. That is our first look at Michael Cudlitz in season 4. Now, I'm not sure if this is a new shot or anything, but Superman, as seen in the trailer, speeds through the sky, and it just is a really cool shot because it says Superman Lois, the final season, and I like how they're billing it. I like that they're billing it as the final season, as definitive, because I always felt like in the past Superman Lois wasn't really well promoted, and same with all the other Arrowverse shows. Kind of towards the end, just before Nexstar took over, I think the CW started slacking in terms of their promotion, and so I like that they're actually promoting this as the final season. That's kind of what they did with The Flash as well, and I think it worked in the end, and so I really like this, and I just wanted to bring it up. Then we get a first look at Kyle in the new season, so he is returning. He's going to be in at least 2 or 3 episodes. I believe it's 3 episodes, kind of spread out throughout the 10 episodes, but he should be in the series finale with all the other returning characters, including the likes of Sarah and Lana and everyone. And so what he says in the trailer at this specific moment, this is the one line that we get from a Superman Lois character, is Superman's house, hot damn. So that's just a very classic kind of Kyle line, and I believe he is just standing in Clark's house and probably in the patio and talking to Clark. Obviously he knows that he's Superman. We previously found out about that during the last season, and so I guess he's still in that kind of phase, that period after just finding out that he's so excited. And I do not remember this at all from the previous season, so I am nearly 99% sure that this is a new shot, and people online were sending me tweets and everything saying, oh, look at this new CW trailer, you know, there is Superman Lois season 4 footage that we've not seen, including Kyle. And so everyone else was pointing out that this is new, and so he's standing here, and I believe that is the shoulder of Clark Kent, because he's talking about Superman's house, he's talking to someone there, and you can presume it's either Clark or Lois, and it does not look like Lois, it definitely looks like Clark. So yeah, they're having a conversation here, probably out on the porch. I can't really identify just because of, you know, how blurred out it is in the background. But yeah, he's looking good, he's looking happy, and I'm actually super excited to see the returning ex-regulars of the show. I hope they have a part to play, and clearly they're going to have a lot of scenes with different characters who are somewhat important to their stories. Obviously, Kyle isn't super important to Superman's story and vice versa, but there is a relationship there. Obviously, there was that tension back in season 1 between the two of them, and now obviously Kyle is supposed to be helping out Clark's son, Jonathan. Jonathan is working with Kyle at the moment. I was under the presumption for a while that with the other characters being cut out from the show, that a storyline like Jonathan's might be, you know, skimmed upon, but I presume if Kyle was in 3 episodes, there is space for 1 episode at the fire station for a couple of scenes where you see Jonathan, and then the rest of the time you just infer why Jonathan is not there. It's because he's at the fire station working with Kyle. So I believe they're probably going to still have that storyline, and I think that's important for the connection between Clark and Kyle. And obviously now that Kyle knows that he is Superman, I think that is another reason that he is sticking around, and that's why you're getting these scenes. And so we got a couple of final new shots as far as I'm aware. They are from the new season, from episode 1, and you got this shot on the screen right here. This is of Superman being slammed into the moon. Obviously we ended season 3 with a big cliffhanger as Superman was fighting Doomsday on the moon. It's been heavily hinted at that episode 1 of season 4 is going to be a big storyline. It's going to be something from the comics. It's going to probably be the death of Superman. That's what Bitsy teased. I talked about this in a recent video, so you can go check out that video. It's up on the channel right now. It's titled like the death of Superman kind of. And so I believe we're going to start with the fight between Superman and Doomsday. And so I believe this is a new shot. I don't remember, quite honestly, it's been a while, but people online were saying this is a new shot. It could be just slightly reused and re-altered and, you know, retooled essentially. But we have this final shot, and it's of Doomsday, and he is, you know, flying, well, yeah, suspending himself in space, fighting Superman on top of the moon. You can see the moon in the background. It's kind of very orange, but Doomsday, you know, like within inside of him, you can see he is orange, he is glowing, so he is clearly maybe mutating again, and you can see his claws, like they are poking out of his hands and everything like that, and the iconic death scene with Superman is always, you know, Superman gets impaled by one of his spikes and stops Doomsday at the same time. So could we get a recreation of that during the start of season 4? It's very likely, now that Bitsy has teased they're going for a comic book storyline. That is a very bold decision, and that's a paraphrase, of course. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is a new shot from the trailer. Even if it isn't, even if it is a clip from before, which I highly doubt it is, I think this is, you know, very valuable to actually talk about, because as I said, some of you guys maybe missed that video, and so you didn't know that maybe they would start there, because I think a lot of us were under the presumption that with the budget cuts they would kind of cut around Doomsday and barely show any more of Doomsday. And it's telling that the CW is teasing Doomsday and using a shot of Doomsday for the teasing of Superman Lois's final season, because that means, yeah, they're going to pay this off. They're actually going to do this, and the start of season 4 will begin with Superman fighting Doomsday. They're not just going to gloss over it, which is very, very great news for us Superman Lois fans. So thank you guys so much for watching. That pretty much does it for this video. If you enjoyed the video and if you're excited for season 4, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Tell me why you are excited for season 4, and did this trailer get you even more hyped, because it definitely did for me. And also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. But for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.